Hey guys, John Catalano from Diamond Audio, and today I'm going to list the 5 top car audio products from Diamond that you need to know about. Product number 1, active LOCs with bass enhancement. Digital LOCs. These are something that is just something you have to have in today's installations. A lot of the new vehicles have amplification that will stop playing if you disconnect the speakers to add other amplifiers or other speakers. So we had to come up with a solution for that, and that is our digital LOCs. These feature 40 volts of input, so you can put the output of a factory amplifier to it without any issue. You're going to be able to do line level input to this, get your RCA outs, have full level control, and we have built-in load resistors, so you don't have to add those as well. So if you got a Ford, a Chrysler, GM, all these newer vehicles that have the requirement that it sees a load, otherwise the factory amp shuts down and goes in protection, we have those built into the LOC, so you just flip a switch to the right load, and then the amplifier is all happy, and then you get your signal. The other beauty about these being digital is they're super tiny and they don't get hot like an old style LOC that had resistors. These aren't resistor based, these are digital. And we offer these in 2, 4, 6, 8 channels. We also offer them with a 2-channel with bass enhancement built in. So basically you get a processor and an LOC all in one. These are a must have for any installation. Product number 2, 3-channel systems. Now I'd like to talk to you about 3-channel setups. Why would I want to do a 3-channel setup? Well, you can maximize the power of your amplifier and get the most audio output to your speakers and save some money at the same time. So you can take a multi-channel amplifier, let's say a 6-channel, a 5-channel, or a 4-channel, and you can configure those into a 3-channel mode. What that does is it bridges the amplifier down, so now you're getting double the output on the 2 bridge channels. So then when you're running a normal set of acoustic speakers that are 4 ohms, you're going to get full power to those from that amplifier. Now you're saying, well, what about my rear fill? Well, we offer a feature that allows you to continue to keep that even though you're only running 2 channels on the front stage. You're going to use our RAF feature, which is rear acoustic fill. Our crossovers on our DES and higher feature that RAF output. You're going to go ahead and connect your rear speakers to that output. You'll get your rear fill from the crossover, but only have to have 2 channels of input driven to it. And now you get your full sound stage and only have to have 3 channels of power. 1 channel for your sub and 2 channels for your mids and highs, and you're good to go. Great sound, 3 channels, you're finished. Product number 3, DMD amplifiers. So let's talk about our DMD amplifiers. They offer a very cost-effective versus power output with 2 ohm stability, 1 ohm stability on the monoblocks. They feature high-level inputs. We've got a 600.4, an 1100.6, a 1000.1, a 500.1, and a 250.1. The great thing about the 6-channel is you can bridge this down to a 5-channel or a 3-channel, so you maximize the output. So if you're just running 4 ohm drivers and you don't have as many, you could just go ahead and bridge it, get the maximum out of the amplifier. Again, the 4-channel amplifier, go ahead and make that a 3-channel setup. So 2-channel front stage and a subwoofer, leave the rears on the factory power. Or bridge it to 2 channels and double the power to the front stage, leave the factories on the factory amplification, and then add a subwoofer separately. Lots of flexibility with these amplifiers. They have 2-channel input only, so you have a switch if you have multiple channels, but it only requires 2. They have high-level inputs as well, and they all feature the IR SMD chipset. So no through hole on this. This is a high-end amplifier with high power and great sound quality. Product number 4, spare tire subwoofers. Diamond spare tire subwoofers set the standard for spare tire enclosure design. They feature die cast enclosure, not in a plastic or something of that matter. It's a very solid, heavy piece of equipment because it also houses in the active versions the amplifier, so it acts as the heat sink. It also allows that driver to have a very, very rigid enclosure, so you get the most amount of output. Very high output, 12-inch dynamic aluminum cone. Proprietary subwoofer is included. The passive units can handle up to 300 watts. So if you add an outboard amplifier, you could do a 300 watt RMS amp on that and get a lot of output. Or you could do our all-in-one solution, which includes a 150 watt active amplifier on board that has line level inputs, RCA inputs, and remote level control, so you can control the output from the front of the vehicle. These solutions are perfect for that person that doesn't want to take up any space, especially in these newer vehicles that don't even come with a spare tire, but there's a spot for a spare tire. You can throw one of these in there and give them a great solution, and they will be none the wiser that any space was taken up in their vehicle, and they'll get great sound. Product number 5, limited space subwoofers. So we have our DES micro boxes for limited space applications. These are active subwoofer enclosures. And we say active at Diamond, we don't put like some chintzy little 150 watt amplifier in there. These range from 250 to 800 watts RMS. The dual 10-inch box, for example, has a 500 watt RMS amplifier built in that is actually extremely underrated. It does a little over 600 watts RMS. They feature line level inputs, full range inputs, comes with a wireless remote, has a quick connect for the power and ground, so you can take it out if you need the space, because again, we're talking about a limited space enclosure. They are computer aligned tuned ports, so you get a lot more output from small space, and they're very, very compact considering the size of the drivers that are included. DES microboxes. Please visit diamondaudio.com for more information, and we'll see you on the next one.